qTest Manager has an area called Groups inside the administration that will allow you to manage your users in the overall global settings. So the permissions at the very top end, meaning what applications inside qTest can the user see. So for example, we have some system-generated groups. One of the system-generated groups here you have is qTest launch users. What does that mean? That means a user that would be in the qTest system, but also using our automation tool. So the user comes in and automatically when they're assigned to this group, they will be in the projects that you're designated, but not have any sort of advanced settings other than seeing the qTest launch environment. Alternatively, if you have a set of administrators that you want to assign in the qTest environment, there's a system-generated group that gives access to all the global permissions. So the application access that you see at the top here, the very first area, is going to give you permission to all of the applications that you see in the 9 box. So in the corner, I would have access to Manager, I would have access to our area for reporting insights, and I have our access to Pulse and Launch, some automation tools, etc., etc. So you have viewing here. We also have a new reporting tool called Tricentis Analytics, and that would give you access here for that user as well. So Insights is the reporting tool that you see here in the 9 box, and then we also have Tricentis Analytics, which is showing your ability to view that reporting access, and then also either make edits or be an administrator and have the ability to make batch or bulk changes inside the Tricentis Analytics tool. Next, you have overall manager permissions. And with the manager permissions, that means that I can come in here and see these tabs in the administration section. So giving the user the ability to come in and edit projects, to come in and invite users or view users within the qTest environment. This is also similarly the same permissions when you talk about the global level permissions here underneath, being able to manage some of these global site permissions. To create your own custom user group, in the group settings, you can go on the right-hand side and click Add Group. A custom group will allow you to do 2 things. One, if you have multiple teams inside your qTest project that you'd like to manage and give batch permissions to, this is one great way to do that. So instead of just using a system-generated group like an administrator, I could come in and say that we have an Android group. So we have a group of people inside our team that's working on our Android application. And in this group, they must be designated to very specific projects. So I can come in and give these users access to our automation tool, to our reporting, and maybe nothing else because they're not administrators. I can come in and click on users, and right from the creation of the group, I can select the users that I would like to add into this team. Simply move them over. And then at the same time, in addition to inviting them to this group, I can also invite them to the projects that they need to be in. So the Android team specifically needs to be invited to these 2 projects. I move them over. And I also have the ability to designate permissions. So as a default, maybe everybody on the Android team has a user profile of tester. So they're a general tester. I can batch select and apply that user profile for any and all projects that these users are in. So in configuring my custom group, I have done multiple things. I have created a new group of users that are from my Android team. I can add a description for more information about who is on this team. I can come in, designate which specific users I want to add to this group at the time that I create it. I have designated permissions that they should have inside the qTest environment. and I've added them to these specific projects. I have the ability that if I do not want to assign the users at the time that I create or configure the group, I can set this group as a default for any new users. So maybe I'm not ready to assign users to this group, but any new users that we add to the qTest environment would be new users on the Android team. So I can set that as a default for the new group. I can also assign new group users to this projects as well. Once I'm done, I simply click save, and that's it. Now you know how to add a custom group in qTest Manager Administration.